crowd was very small for a country music show, but he faked a curtain call just like it was years ago. And then a lady grabbed his arm as he staggered down the aisle, and with all his country charm, and he addressed her with a smile. Would you catch a falling star before it crashes to the ground? Don't you know how people are? Nobody loves you when you're down. Pick me up and take me home, and I bring my old guitar, sing a golden oldie song, if you'll catch a falling star. A silver-plated bus and a million country fans, and now there's just a few of us, and he drives a little van. They were beating down his door, the lovely women left and right, and now he's on the hardwood floor, wondering where he'll spend the night.
What's up? Jeff Beard's here at least. I see there's 2 people watching. Everybody's probably watching Steve's video. Let's see. Let's tune in over there.
Reference. You ended the live feed, not the app. Well, it seemed kind of abrupt, Daniel. But the title of my video has a dual service.
Yeah, third time's a charm, Jeff.
Service.
That's right.
So,
We might not last this live feed.
This guy was cool.
Steve's still live. Nobody's here because they're all there.
There's a lot that he needs to learn. And I think that, and I've been guilty of this myself, that's Jeff, that
No, Jeff.
the best way to learn,
Obviously, apparently, according to YouTube, I'm still in New Mexico.
if you make a lot of noise, and if you follow a lot of the digital noise, and you're easily distracted,
Rican, what's going on there, Hector?
it's hard to learn when you're the loudest kid in class.
We're listening to Jeff,
There's
to
a lot of
Steve.
that
Can y'all hear
going on.
Steve?
A lot of it. You know, and everybody's pointing fingers at the low rates and everything else. And meanwhile, people that have been out here a minute know that this is par for the course. You know, everybody's blaming Trump.
I'm gonna send him a
blaming the
message.
brokers, blaming the shippers, blaming the weather, blaming the, you know, the economy, the stock market, you know, all this stuff. And the reality
Kansas City.
is that life is a roller coaster.
Steve's not that far from you. He's in,
Owning a business, no matter what it
he's
is,
somewhere in
is a
Missouri.
roller coaster. And these are the things that you deal with owning a business. We are listening to you on my live feed. Are you live? No, you're not. I didn't get a notification.
TJ Jones, what's going on?
Oh, man. If you want someone's attention, whisper.
We're listening to Steve.
What are your thoughts on
'Cause everybody's over there.
with a 1-ton and a gooseneck trailer? it was that easy, everybody would be doing it.
I was reeking. Why do I keep saying that? Hector.
Hot shot does not get much better fuel.
I delivered Tuesday in Kingman, and then
it's not meant to go,
reloaded
you know,
Las
100,000
Vegas and came
miles.
to where'd I come to?
I don't see that being a successful business model.
Oh, I brought it to Iowa.
Now, if you want to get
Provost.
a truck and get an expedited, you know, like you
Daniel, it's working, but it won't let me change the title. I'm not in New Mexico, but that's from last week. So there we go.
Just in time stuff, but the more you limit yourself, the harder
Y'all
it's
missed
gonna
the
be.
song. Y'all are
I don't
late
think
because the
in my opinion,
live stream was messing up. So y'all missed a
I
great
know
song.
People have tried it and fell on their faces. Easy and Sons.
Did you see me on 40 just outside Albuquerque Thursday near Route 66 Casino? I called out on the CB. I'm headed to Kingman tomorrow. No, man, I didn't see you. Thursday. Yeah, I stayed Wednesday night at the 66. You must have passed me right when I got on the road. I stayed Wednesday night at the 66 there in Albuquerque.
Oh, and Salty Pirate need to charge your battery.
This is the Streamlabs, but it won't.
5 years into doing hot
It won't let me
shot,
change the
it was good
title.
for me. Well, Ratman, you'd be the
It's just
the person
continuing
answering
on with the
question.
title I used the first time. So
See, that's the thing. You can ask somebody one opinion of
this
one
is my
thing,
new intro into the country.
and ask somebody the same
Jason
question,
Perry, what's going on?
they'll give you a
Michael P.
completely
Hey, I
different
see you there
opinion.
now too. Michael P.
You know, you might ask somebody, should I become an
Okay, TJ. Yeah, I got on Zello later, and somebody said you were hollering at me, but you must have passed me right after I pulled out on the road that morning, and
In the end, it's all about what do you
I didn't
want?
see you yet. You know, I didn't have the radio on.
What do you want to do? Anyways, let's end this live feed. Maybe Harold will try again. Harold, are you live? Bank Robber and Sons LLC. That is a ridiculous name for an LLC there. I'll just tell you that, Dennis.
Stuck in-
TV, trucking, video, media
Stuck in New
production,
Mexico with my
talent
circle of
agency,
death. Is it
LLC.
bad
There you
signal
go.
out there?
There you go.
Might not be good.
You're
Good signal.
live talking to folks. He is live. Well, let me see if he's live.
Big John,
Let's
what's
break
going
the
on?
Internet here. Let's see here. How come I didn't get a notification, Harold? There he is. All right, Harold. Everybody go to Harold Huffman's live feed right now. Okay? All right? That's how much of a delay there is. So go to his channel right now.
Oh, so the Sunday Funday from New Mexico is my new intro. Just leave it like that, huh? Dennis Smith, what's going on? Trucker for life? Snorlord Transport says Slow Ride Trucking. All right, glad to have you. Yes, Steve, I see you just sent everybody. I'll turn your live feed off. Now, listen, y'all all came in late because I was having technical difficulties. And yes, the minute Steve ends his live feed, I go from 4 viewers to 20 plus. Oh, but listen, y'all are late because of my technical difficulties and because Steve was live. So would y'all like me to play the song over again? I know I normally do it in the beginning, but y'all all missed it, and it was a really good one. So would y'all like to play the song over? Redo the intro? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, now I get to sing. No, no, no. Well, everybody says no, so. No, Dennis, I don't have a theme song. I normally will play a country song of my choosing in the beginning while people filter in. Just so that there's not my dead mug filling space sitting here looking at a screen with nobody here. Yeah. But anyway, don't let the title fool you. We are not in Burger. What's going on? Burger's in the house. We're not in New Mexico. That was the title last week. This app that I'm using because YouTube, in its infinite wisdom, decided that you needed 1,000 subscribers to be able to go live from a phone. So now I have to use an app to backdoor my way into being able to go live, and it won't let me change the title from what I used last week. So I guess I will infinitely be Sunday Funday from New Mexico, regardless of where I'm at. We're actually in Indiana. So it is what it is. I hope everybody had a good week. TJ, I'm using Streamlabs. You basically have to give it permission to access your YouTube, and then it'll let you stream through that. Don't like backdooring. That's right. That's right. But yeah, it is a ghetto deal setup that you got to do. Got to cheat your way in to be able to go live from your phone. Craziness. What I don't understand, if I don't have 1,000 subscribers, I can't go live from a phone or a tablet, but I can go live from a laptop or a webcam. What is the difference? I don't see what that's all about. That makes no sense. But anyway. Excuse the yawn there. I've been messing with this thing for almost an hour trying to be able to get to go live, so now it's almost 11 o'clock. But anyway. I missed what everywhere the air said. Oh, airline video. Okay. Yeah, TJ, it is stupid. It is stupid. Can you see that I'm at a Petro? How can you see that? I don't see a sign. But I am at a Petro. I'm at the Petro in Gaston, Indiana. And man, I had something on my mind a minute ago. After all this craziness with the YouTube, that has blown me away. Pale Rider. What did Pale Rider say? Oh yeah, Stalker 360, that's right. Yes. Okay, TJ, I got you. Yeah, whenever it was later on in the day, somebody brought it up that you had been hollering for me on Zello, and I looked and I didn't see you on there, so I maybe you lost your service headed toward Kingman or something. But I got. Oh, okay, all right. Dennis Smith, I'll let you run me out of here, right? Oh, Pale Rider derailed Snorlord's live stream. The nut job in New Zealand. Oh, did he do that live or something? Is that what went down? I haven't really read a lot of the news about that. Did he do that live? And that's what caused that? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I guess that kind of explains that. I haven't followed the news on that whole deal, so I wasn't aware. Wow. Now that's some craziness there, do that live. But, I mean, here I am with 200-something subscribers, and I'm live. Yeah, Pale Rider derailed it, and I sabotaged. But, hey, we were listening. I was live. I had about 3 or 4 people. Jeff Beard was in here, and Jeff Like was in here, and it was just me and a couple of people, and we were just hanging out listening to you live. I had you on the stereo, and we were listening to you, and I was live. Burger, they had a mass shooting in New Zealand, and apparently he was live on YouTube when he did it. That's the one that caused New Zealand's nutty politicians to go gun grabbing crazy. Yeah, Steve, you did say Nothing Witty was your favorite. How dare you go back on that? Yeah, just bounce around. That's right. Well, normally I go live. Dennis, I know that you haven't been on my channel before, so I'll tell you, I normally will go live on Sundays. I don't have a big channel, and not that many people care to listen to me all times of the week. So myself and Steve, we work at the same company and talk on the phone all the time, talking Zello. He won't normally go live on Sunday because I go live, and I don't go live on Saturday because that's his normal day. But I was having technical difficulties, hence the title of his video, Amateurs. So there's that. TJ said he delivered in Ogden Friday, then grabbed a 1,000 cola load to Kingman so I could be home for the weekend. Oh, there you go. Oh, Snorelord changes his story a lot. Yeah, okay. All right. I follow now. I follow. But yeah, Dennis, I appreciate you coming by. Everybody else who's here for the first time, I appreciate y'all coming by too. I don't really have an agenda. I'm not a drama person, so I just spout off at the mouth about what my week was like, keep up with people that I know, and Burger, I venture to say that I could solve my YouTube problems by doing what you do, which is nothing. Is that about right? Snorelord opens 23 browsers when he goes live. Somebody better not be peeking in my window. Dennis Smith was just in my window. Well, I'm just going to tell you one thing. There's about 17 hot pieces of lead sitting over there for people that want to come up and try to scare somebody. It's not a smart idea. Just saying. How about we'll just do this? $1.95 a mile. Is that what you got going to Kingman out of Utah? I see, Pappy. I see. Yeah, lead like pencil leads. That's right. Try to heat those suckers up. Yep, some lead paint. I could paint the lead. That would probably work too. Put lead paint on the lead. That'd be like a double disaster, wouldn't it? Give them lead poisoning. Peeked in from the sleeper. Whoa, a guest appearance by the Sandman on my channel. Now, hey, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Truck stop ghost hunters. My CB radio just blinked. Look at it. Well, let's turn it up and see if somebody wants to talk to me. You want to listen to the static? All right. Well, I got it turned up real loud, squelched up, so if somebody wants to talk as close, they can talk. Left Oregon Friday and came out here to Kansas City. Okay. Yeah, see, I left, I delivered in Kingman on Tuesday, and then I picked up a load Wednesday in Vegas. Static sounds like the beach. That's right. I picked up a load Wednesday in Vegas, and made it to Albuquerque. And then Thursday left Albuquerque and made it up to just before Emporia, Kansas. Stayed the night there, and then Friday ran it on into Iowa near Cedar Rapids. So that was a pretty good long run for the week. And it was light. So that worked out really well. I had a tailwind. I had a tailwind almost the whole way. And now I've mentioned it before. My truck, MHC Kenworth, when they build these trucks, they set the speed at 76 miles an hour because the tires, Bridgestone has stamped on the sidewall that the max seat speed is 75 miles an hour. And so they set the speed limiter at 76. They will not take it off. I'm going to have to find another Kenworth dealer or somebody who will open it up if I ever actually want to, but I don't really care to. But anyway, so I was a little tight. I was a little tight on time because I picked up Wednesday morning. I don't know. I don't really know, Dennis, but Bridgestone has its on the sidewall that maximum safe sustained speed is 75 miles an hour. Have I been faster than that in a truck? Absolutely. Going out west and things where there's speed limit 80 in a lot of places, and I've never had an issue. But that's probably as fast as they care to say that they're safe. So anyway, Yeah, that's what I was about to say, TJ. I had a tailwind from hell because when I left Vegas, I had about 20,000 pounds in the box. And when I left Vegas, I was under a time crunch. I didn't leave Vegas until a little after noon Central Time because of the time difference there with Vegas being on Pacific Time. So by the time I got loaded that morning and rolled out, it was afternoon Central, which left me basically 2 days to get to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 1,500 something miles. And so I was on it. Speed limit 75 through, unless you're in one of the towns, it's 75. And I rode for almost all day Wednesday and almost all day Thursday with my foot flat on the floor, doing right to the governor, 76 miles an hour. And both days, now I know that the dash is inaccurate. I don't live by that, but it's a consistent measurement. Although it may not be exactly what I'm getting, I can judge day-to-day fuel consumption based on the dash. I might not actually be getting that, but it's the same reading every day. So if one day I read 8 and the next I read 6, I know that the day it's reading 6, I'm getting a lot less. Both of those days, running east on 40, flat out, as fast as the truck would run, was over 8 miles to the gallon on the dash. Thursday, when it was a little more flat, and I didn't have Flagstaff to deal with and all that, it was almost 9 on the dash. So I was really, really pleased with that. In fact, I got fuel. I got fuel in Gallup. Yeah. I got fuel in Gallup. Didn't even fuel all the way up. I put 130 gallons in it. And I made it all the way nearly to Kansas City. And wasn't out of fuel. From Gallup, New Mexico to almost Kansas City. So, tailwind was helping a lot on the run this week. But, made it up there Friday. Dang, 6.7 once you hit Ogden. Dennis didn't leave Vegas till 11 p.m. because of MGM Grand. I actually did go to the casino a little bit. I parked at the one there, headed into Vegas. I unloaded Monday, and I had just enough time to make it to Henderson. And I stopped at that railroad pass as you come to the top of the hill there, coming from Kingman to Vegas. I stopped at the railroad pass. Nice parking area. And that was a nice little casino to stop at for the night. I enjoyed that. And then we went on into Vegas the next morning and got loaded. But anyway, we made it to Iowa Friday, and man, that wind, the wind was crazy. I was actually on the phone with Steve when I left the receiver. I had to drive I was in this little town about 40 miles from Cedar Rapids, and there was nowhere for me to park in that little town unless I just pulled into the grocery store or something like that, and it was a really small grocery store at that. But there was nowhere to park, and the wind was brutal. I was on these 2-lane flat, or not flat, but rolling hill, country roads that are in northern central Iowa, and the speed limit was 55, and I did not feel comfortable going any more than about 30. I was on the phone with Steve, and it was brutal. I was empty, and I really didn't have a choice. It was one of those things where if I had been at a truck stop, I would not have left. The wind was bad enough that was really the first time that I was really, really nervous about being blown over. And there was a couple of gusts that I thought it was going to happen. But I didn't have a whole lot of choice. It was this little bitty town, and there was nothing I could do. And so I said, well, you know, if I can just get to Cedar Rapids, I knew that there was the Casey's truck stop. And literally, as I was on the 2-lane road headed south out of this town, it was 55, and I was doing between 25 and 30 with the 4-way zone, just letting the cars go around because it was bad. Now, I made it down to US 30 and turned and headed east, put the wind pretty much at my tail, and I was able to get on over there. But then I had another mile or two of southbound to get to the truck stop once I got into Cedar Rapids, and it was rough like that too. I got in the back of the trailer at the truck stop to clean the trailer out, and I for a second I thought it was gonna blow the trailer over sitting in the truck stop. I was in the back of the trailer, and it was just absolutely rocking and rolling. I couldn't believe it. It was brutal. But, you know, we made it. I guess about 9 o'clock that night or 10 o'clock it calmed down. Yeah, I'm with you, Steve. I'm with you. It was rough. So, but after that, everything's been pretty smooth. You know, picked up another load yesterday in Iowa, brought over to Kentucky this morning, and now we're reloaded and back up here in Indiana, headed to Michigan for tomorrow. So that was my week. Nothing crazy, nothing out of the ordinary, just a lot of riding. Yeah, I need a wind-powered truck, that's right. This week here, it would have been plenty of it. But, I will be going home next weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. It's my son's birthday. Coming up to South Dakota, that sounds like a normal morning. Yeah. Today is Sunday. So Wednesday is my son's birthday. And we'll be doing a big birthday party this weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. Light Bright, what's going on? I got wind and snow coming out here. Yeah. When I left Muleshoe, Texas, 45,000, the wind was gusting 70. I made it 2 miles. It was ugly and dusty. Oh, I believe it. I would not... that wind I was in Friday up there in Iowa, it was by far the worst I've ever been in. And I've driven out west and everything like that. I've been on 10 in Arizona and New Mexico, you know, and that's bad. But this past Friday, that was the worst I have ever been in. And like I said, if I had somewhere I could have just sat, I would have. Because I really didn't feel comfortable driving in it. But I didn't have a choice. I was at the receiver. They only had one dock. They had another truck coming. It wasn't a spot that I could sit at. And it was in such a little bitty small town, there was nowhere for me to go. It was just, I had to go somewhere. So it was kind of a helpless feeling because I really didn't want to be driving. I mean, it was to the point that I couldn't hardly shut the doors on the trailer. I couldn't even, when I was sitting in the dock at this place getting unloaded, I was pointed straight south. And the wind was coming at me such a fierceness that I could barely open the door on the truck to get out. It was blowing against the door so hard that I had to really, really work to get the door open on the truck to be able to get out of it. And I was not looking forward to pulling out of there with an empty trailer and trying to drive. But anyway, we made it. 80 in Wyoming has been my worst experience between Laramie and Sinclair. Rough 90 miles of pure hell. Yeah, 80 in Wyoming can be absolutely brutal. I've experienced that a little bit. Never with a really light load. Luckily, the few times I've been out through there, it's always been heavily loaded, so I didn't have, a huge concern. But it can still blow a loaded truck over, I'm sure. So, all the new people that came from Steve's channel have all tuned out my boring self. Daniel said his birthday is this Saturday. He's going to be 19. Yeah, see, Dennis, I'm not super fun to watch like Steve. I just kind of chit-chat, go back and forth. I don't have, on my live feeds, I don't usually have any kind of deep thoughts or anything like that. If you do look at my channel, Dennis, you'll see some videos I posted. Most anytime I have a subject matter that I want to discuss or put my thoughts out, I'll do that in a recorded video, because these live chats tend to get off the rails. If you have a subject matter that you want to try to talk about, the chat will a lot of times get you off that subject or make you forget points that you wanted to make. And so if I have a subject matter related video that I would like to do, I'll do that in recorded form. And I have some that are like that. So if you feel interested, you can check those out. The most recent one was about the ELDs. So 35, huh? 40. What? Now, Brian, Daniel ain't no 40. I'm not even 40. But anyway, so I'll be going home next weekend. Well, I'll be home Thursday. So there'll be no live feed next week. And I don't know about after that. This app right here is not working right. I'm not really a huge fan of it. Are the words on y'all's screen as well? Well, heck, I can see that. Let me just use this phone and tune in over here. No words on the screen. Okay. Don't forget to join the Waffle House Regulars Club for free perks. Is that a real thing? Huh. Never heard of that. Waffle House Regulars Club. Honestly, though, all right, TJ, I'm not going to be long either. It's 10 after 11 over here. I love a good Waffle House, but honestly, I haven't ate at a Waffle House in probably a year or maybe a little more. Yeah, just haven't had the occasion. I like a good Waffle House breakfast, though. I can eat that any time of the day. Throw them eggs on top of the grits. Oh, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to get ready to shut things down. It's been fun week. Made a lot of miles, and made it safely. So, but don't forget your post trip. Oh, Dennis, I've been parked for hours. I've been parked here since about 5 o'clock. So, but anyhow, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Sorry for all the mix up with all the going live. I'll try to figure that out better before the next time. I may do a spoof next time. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I hope y'all have a good week. I won't see you next weekend because I'll be home with my family and my son's birthday party. But hope y'all have a good, safe week. Remember, keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. And we'll be out.
You know, the crowd was very small for a country music show, but he faked a curtain call just like it was years ago. And then a lady grabbed his arm as he staggered down the aisle, and with all his country charm, and he addressed her with a smile. Would you catch a falling star before it crashes to the ground? Don't you know how people are? Nobody loves you when you're down. Pick me up and take me home, and I bring my old guitar, sing a golden oldie song. If you'll catch a falling star.